use headphones for best experience. Thanks for your fantastic support. Hi, welcome to another video. First, let me show you that you can always find a lot of my content on audio streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music or other platforms. Then you type in ASMRctica, ASMR, and you can see the discography here. A lot of albums with content from my videos, but only with audio. Last time I recorded, a couple of weeks ago, I showed you this this antique almanac calendar from 1779 from Liège in today's Belgium. And I got so many nice comments for that video. It was so nice to read. And some of the comments actually helped me with some information. I showed you, for example, this picture from January, when I didn't quite understand why one of those people sitting there by the table were wearing a crown. But then I got nice comments about that, what it could be, what tradition it could be depicting. And then I started to read some texts about July, but kind of stopped because I didn't understand it. So it felt a bit uncomfortable to read something I didn't understand. But then I got this really nice comment, a request for a video that I could maybe try to read slower and translate while I read. So I read a sentence and then try to figure out what it means in English, because this almanac is in French. And I have studied some French in school, but I don't really understand much if I read longer text. Oh, by the way, I got another really nice comment for a request of a video. It was a request about if I could do a video drawing the Star Wars galaxy. Map of the Star Wars galaxy, and I was happy because that's actually something I've been planning to do. Last fall I started to plan, and I started to collect these action figures actually from Star Wars. So that's definitely something that you will see on this channel in the future. But the thing is, for that video I will need to prepare quite a lot, reading a lot of information before I start recording. And then I realized that this video, the request for this video, the translation from French to English video, one nice thing about that is that I don't have to prepare anything, because I start to read, and when I struggle with the information and don't understand it, then I go to the computer and I try to figure out what it means. So let's start, and let's zoom in so you also can follow the text. So this is a really beautiful almanac from 1779. Ah, Liège. Liège in today's Belgium. So this map I have here is from 1740. So 39 years earlier than this almanac was published. Septembre. Oh, here's 1777. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what these articles are about. Here's 1777 and 1778. Try to find the same text I was starting to read. I think it was this one. Let's try this one. Juillet means July. 2 mois après, on apprit que Monsieur Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Let's start with that sentence. Mois is month, so 2 months later or after. On apprit que. I don't know the verb appris. Okay, so 1 month later. Yeah, I guess it's referring to the text for June here. We learned that Mr. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, ex-citoyen de Genève, ex-citizen of Genoa. I think it's called Genoa in English. I can check here. Yeah. No, Geneva. Avoir également fini la carrière. He had finished his career, I guess. Également, legally or something. Égal. Or equally. Également. Également. Okay, it means also. He had also finished his career. Le troisième de ce mois, the third of this month, âgé d'environ 70 ans. His age was 70 years, I guess. D'environ. I don't know d'environ or environ. Okay, approximately, at the age of approximately 70 years. À Armenonville. I guess it's a village or town. Village à 10 lieues de Paris. It looks like it says something about how far from Paris this village is, but I don't know Liège. leagues, it says on, I'm using Google Translate. Liège. Lieu is, lugar in Spanish, I guess. Site, location, locus, location, lieu. Maybe it's a measurement unit, I don't know, former 10 lieues de Paris. Ce philosophe, après, à peu près de la même trempe que Monsieur de Voltaire. So this philosopher, un peu, I will learn that un peu is a little, I guess it's the same, un peu, un peu. A little later than the same trempe. The same temper, the same humor, the same character, yeah. So, a bit près. No, it's not après, this is près. Close, I think. Près is close. So, somehow close to the same character. Yeah, he's writing in the same style, or that Monsieur de Voltaire, mais qui malgré cela nettoie. This I really struggle to pronounce. E-T-O-I-E-N-T, etoi, but then I'm not sure if E-N-T is totally silent, or if it should be something there. Pronounced étoillant, were, so it's a verb form of be, to be. I have to listen on Google Translate.
Et toi?
Et toi? Malgré. I have to translate all these words. Malgré cela. Pourtant, pas amis, they were not friends, probably. Yeah, despite this, they were not friends. Okay, so they were probably competing. They worked in the same field with philosophy, but mais qui, malgré cela, n'était pourtant pas amis. Despite this, they were not friends. Et toi, de la religion réformée, conséquemment, it continues here, conséquemment. Et toi, they were of the religion, Reformation religion. Consequently, perhaps. Yeah, consequently, sa sépulture n'a pas causé tant de vacarme que celle de ce premier. I didn't understand much there. Okay, consequently, sa sépulture, his burial, n'a pas causé tant de vacarme, did not cause so much uproar que celle de ce premier, like this one. Oh, I have to check. His burial does not cause as much noise as that of the first. Don't really get it. Puisque son corps a été enterré dans une île vis-à-vis le village. Okay, his corpse were enterré, I guess, put in the earth. Dans une île, vis-à-vis, in an island, besides or close to the village, où il est mort, where he died. I want to check when these persons died. Jean-Jacques Rousseau was a Genevan philosopher, writer and composer. His political philosophy influenced the progress of the Age of Enlightenment throughout Europe. Yeah, you read about these philosophers when you read about the French Revolution and everything, I remember. So he died 2nd of July 1778. So that was really recently when this text was written. And Voltaire okay. He died the 30th of May 1778. A French Enlightenment writer, philosopher, satirist and historian. Famous for his wit and his criticism of Christianity, especially of the Roman Catholic Church. They died almost at the same time. How did they die? Voltaire died at 1778 at the age of 84. And Rousseau was 70, wasn't he? Of a stroke. 1778, he was 66 years old. Okay, so they had both died very recently. Plus adieu. Plus adieu. Please God. Que pour le bien de la religion, le mauvais ouvrage de ces deux hommes dangereux. Okay, they are called dangerous men here. Les mauvais Mauvais. I recognize so many words from school, but I have forgotten what they mean. Mauvais. Bad. Pour le bien de la religion, for the good of the religion, the bad ouvrage. Ouvrage. The bad works of these two men, dangerous men, fut aussi tout mort. Fut aussi Fusant aussi tout mort, also leaving all dead. Pour mieux dire qu'ils ne font jamais vu la lumière. Never they will see the moon light again. Pour mieux dire. That's an expression, I guess. You can. Pour mieux dire. To put it better. Qu'il ne font We can better say that they have never seen the light. Lumière is not just light, not moonlight, like I said. I thought about the moon. I don't know what I thought about. On peut mieux dire qu'ils ne font jamais vu la lumière. So it would be better if they had never seen the light, I guess. So the person who wrote this really don't like these ideas, modern ideas, from these two philosophers and critics to the Catholic Church. Toutes nos espérances sont donc évanouies. Toutes nos espérances. Can also be a lot of expressions here that I haven't heard of. All our hopes thus are évanouies. Our hopes are fainted. La paix. How do you say paix? Like peace in French. How do you actually pronounce that?
Paix.
Paix. Okay. La paix dont nous goûtions les douceurs depuis plus de 15 ans va faire plaque à une guerre. Place. Let's type that in. La paix dont nous goûtions les douceurs depuis those are peace, whose secrets we have been tasting for over 15 years. So they have been famous writers for about 15 years. Va faire place. I think it's an E here. P-L-A-C-E. Although it looks like P-L-A-C-C. Plaque doesn't sound like a word. Tant nous goûtions les douceurs depuis. Secrets. Douceur. Doctors, yeah. I don't know why because I thought douceur was something with the doctor. But when I translate this, the whole sentence, it doesn't say anything about doctors. It says something about secrets. I guess goûtions is secrets. Goûtions les douceurs. I guess it's a lot of expressions here. Depuis plus de 15 ans, va faire place à une guerre. It's going to so their ideas will give way to a war. Va faire place will give place for a war. À une guerre qui menaçait toute l'Europe. So that will include all Europe. Commençons d'abord par celle entre l'empereur et le roi de Prusse, starting aboard. For this entry, the emperor and the king of Prussia, qui n'ont pu en venir à un accommodant pour la succession de Bavière. The succession of Bavaria, I guess this is about. Qui n'ont pu en venir à un accommodement. Not sure about that sentence. N'ont pu en venir à un accommodement. Accommodation, maybe. Could not come to an agreement. So the emperor and the king of Prussia couldn't come with an agreement about the succession for Bavière. Le cour de Vienne ayant rompu ses négociations pour son mémoire en date de 24e juin. Celle de Berlin a agi de même le 3e de ce mois, en faisant remettre au ministre étranger un manifeste servant de déclaration de guerre. So, a manifestation, a declaration for the war. La cour. It's not cœur, it's cour. The court. Vienna's court. The Cour de Vienne. The Vienna Court. Ayant rompu ses négociations. Ayant having their negotiation something. Vienna Court having broken their negotiations. Rompu, okay, so that's broken. Par son mémoire. For his memory. On the 24th of June. Celle de Berlin a agi de même. Celle de Berlin this is the part I don't really understand. A agi de même. A agi de même. The Berlin one did the same. So the Berlin one, the court of Berlin, I guess they refer to, did the same on the 3rd of this month. En faisant remettre. En faisant remettre. By having it handed over, yeah, remettre. It makes sense when I hear the translation. Au ministre étranger, for the stranger or ministers from other countries. Un manifeste servant de déclaration de guerre. La renommée s'empresse d'abord de répandre cette nouvelle finistre. Finistre is end. La renommée. Yeah, the famous, renowned. S'empresse d'abord de répandre cette nouvelle finistre. I think I have to write that. S'empresse d'abord de répandre. La renommée s'empressait d'abord de répandre cette nouvelle finistre. Fame first rushes to spread this new ending. S'empresser. Yeah, maybe you get it. Et aussi aussitôt toutes les armées se mettant en mouvement, celle aux ordres de prince Henri. Henri Ior de Berlin, le même jour de la déclaration de guerre. I'll type in that sentence. And immediately all the armies set in motion. Et aussitôt, immediately, aussitôt, toutes les armées, all the armies, se mettant en mouvement, set in motion, movement. Celle aux ordres de prince. The one under the orders of the prince. Henri. I don't get this. Salt. Because it looks like an I or something, but I guess it's only part of the letter is missing. So it's sort de Berlin. Okay, I just noticed I said finistre. It's of course sinistre. It's an S there and it's an S there. It's very difficult for me to see when it's an S and when it's an F. But it's sinister, the same word as the English sinister. So, la renommée s'empresse d'abord de répandre cette nouvelle sinistre et aussitôt toutes les armées se mettant en mouvement. So they rushed to spread this sinister news and immediately aussitôt, immediately, all the armies set in motion. Celle aux ordres du prince Henri sort de Berlin le même jour de la déclaration de guerre. At the same, under the orders of Prince Henry, left Berlin the same day as the declaration of the war. And I was curious about what war they were talking about, and I found out here that there was a war in 1778 to 1779, the War of the Bavarian Succession. So I guess they have talked about that in this text. Bavaria and succession, I've seen. And Prince Henry was Prince of Prussia at the end of the 17th century. A Prussian general, statesman and diplomat, son of King Frederick William I of Prussia and Princess Sophia Dorothea of Hanover. Prince Henry led Prussian armies in the Silesian Wars and in the 7 Years' War, having never lost a battle in the latter. In 1786 he was suggested as a candidate to be a monarch in the United States. I had no idea about this. And he was born in Berlin. So when was the 7 Years' War? Okay, it was earlier. It was in 1750s and 60s. And the Silesian Wars, also in 1750s and 60s. So the same day as the declaration of this new war then. Et passe par Dresde pour prendre les troupes saxonnes qui font, here I guess it's an F, qui font dans cette affaire cause commune avec le roi. Okay, so now it talks about Saxon troops here. It's so interesting, I need to translate everything. Et passe par Dresde pour prendre les he went through Dresden to pick up the Saxon troops. Yeah. Dresden. Here's Saxony. Here's the Empire, Holy Roman Empire. Saxony. Berlin in Brandenburg. Dresden, yeah, that's looks like the main city here in Saxony. In today's eastern part of Germany. Yeah, very close to Bohemia, Bavaria. I guess Bavaria, no, Bavaria is here, of course. In southern Germany. Bohemia is in today's Czech Republic. Qui sont okay. Qui font cause commune avec le roi. The Saxon troops who in this matter make common cause with the king. Avant même que ce formidable renfort pour l'armée prussienne ne fût arrivé en Silésie, le conquérant du Nord avoir tiré la première l'épée hors du fourreau et déjà pénétré en Bohême, le 5e de ce mois, jusque dans le cercle de Königsgrätz. So here they are talking about Bohemia and Silesia. So I guess these were part of the conflict known as the War of the Bavarian Succession. Avant même que ce formidable renfort pour l'armée prussienne even before this formidable reinforcement for the Prussian army. Ne fut arrivé ainsi. Before they have arrived in Silesia, le concurrent du Nord, the conqueror from the north, avoir tiré le premier. Okay, so avant même que ce formidable renfort pour l'armée prussienne ne fût arrivé en Silésie, that's even before this formidable reinforcement for the Prussian army had arrived in Silesia, le concurrent du Nord avoir tiré la première l'épée hors du fourreau. That part I really want to see what it means. Okay, so this is really speaking in images. The conqueror from the north was the first avoir tiré le premier, l'épée hors du fourreau, was the first to draw the sword from its scabbard. Et déjà pénétré en Bohème, and then went into Bohemia here. Le 5e de ce mois, the 5th of this month, jusque dans le cercle de Königsgrätz. So I will check that text here. Jusque de, until. Jusque dans le cercle. Into the circle of Königsgrätz. Where is Königsgrätz? It's in today's Czech Republic. It's a bit east of Prague. It's not on this map. It's between Prague and this one that says what? I don't see what it says. But it should be here somewhere. Par le défilé de Nashod. Par le défilé de Nashod. Through the Nashod parade. Ville dont il s'est, not eft, this is S-E-S-T, so it's c'est, aussitôt rendu maître. A city which he immediately took control of, dont il s'est aussitôt, a city that he immediately rendu maître, that's take control of. Took control of. Après quoi SMP établit son camp vis-à-vis de Jaromírs. After which SMP established his camp opposite vis-à-vis. Oh, that's opposite vis-à-vis. The Jaromírs. Où se trouva celui de l'empereur de forte qu'il n'y a que la rivière de Elbe. So here it says something interesting about Elbe River. The river here, through Saxony, Brandenburg, Hamburg, northern parts of today's Germany, through Prussia here. Où se trouva celui de l'empereur, where he found the emperor, de forte qu'il n'y a que la rivière, de forte qu'il n'y a que, I don't understand that. Il n'y a, there is no, or something. Il n'y a que. Strong that there is only the river of the Elbe. The fort strong, so it's only the river of Elbe qui séparait les deux armées, that separates the two armies. Okay, so vis-à-vis means very close. They established the camp very close to Jaromírs. Qui non et toi? I really don't know how to. Et toi? Was it this word that I was checking before?
Et toi?
Et toi, yeah. So E-N and T is silent. Qui séparait les deux armées? Qui non et toi pas encore venus à une action décisive à la fin de ce mois? complicated words there. Not really, but I still don't get it. Qui non et toi pas encore venu à une action décisive à la fin de ce mois. Who had not yet come to this decisive action at the end of this month. Okay. N'ayant que quelques escarmouches nécessairement occasionnées par le fourragement, dans lesquels les Prussiens ont souvent eu l'avantage. This sentence was really complex. Long, complicated words. N'ayant eu que quelques escarmouches nécessairement. That must be necessary. Occasionner, occasions. Par la fourragement. Foraging. Dans lesquels les Prussiens ont souvent l'avantage. Advantage, I guess. So I kind of understand most of the words, but it's just French grammar, and I think maybe it's written in an old-fashioned, a bit complicated way. I'm not sure. Having had only a few skirmishes necessarily caused by foraging, in which the Prussians often had the advantage. Skirmishes. Escarmouche. Skirmish is fight. Scuffle. Okay. Describing a fight. So necessary fights. Occasionally by foraging, in which the Prussians had the advantage. Le prince Henri de son côté soutient toujours la haute réputation qu'il s'est acquise jusqu'à ce jour. this is soutien. I don't recognize this word. Support. Okay, soutien. Toujours la haute réputation. Prince Henry, for his part, okay, de son côté, for his part, soutient toujours la haute réputation, still maintains the high reputation qu'il s'est acquis jusqu'à ce jour, that he has acquired to this day. Son armée, his army, qu'on fait monter à 90 000 combattants, his army that had made monter monter, that's like climb. 90,000 combattants et aussi entrer hostilement en Bohême. So, rising son armée qu'on fait that he had. Okay, so like the army had grown to 90,000 fighters. Also entered Bohemia. Hostilement. Le 19 de ce mois, the 19th of this month, et avoir poussé jusqu'à Chomutov. Et avoir, and has, poussé, and has pushed jusqu'à Chomutov. Is that a town? Chomutov. What's that? City in the Czech Republic. Okay. This one is very close to the border to Saxony. So they had pushed on to Chomutov en impulsant tous les plus fortes contributions. End of sentence. And it pushed as far as Chomutov, imposing the highest contributions everywhere. Imposant partout les plus fortes contributions. Plus forte, that's highest, strongest. I really find this text difficult to understand, I must say, but it's interesting when you read all about all the kingdoms and that was part of the Holy Roman Empire, was in these conflicts that I guess led to the French Revolution a decade later. So yeah, I think I will stop there. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. And sleep well. And again, thank you so much for all nice comments for all my videos, but especially for my latest videos. It was really nice to read them. So please keep commenting. I read every comment. And take care. See you soon.